And there has, Greg, been some talk within the league about adding a mid-season tournament. What are your thoughts on that possibility?
I mean, with the success of the play-in tournament, which, in full disclosure, I was not for, but love now, I can see why they're considering it.
A look at the San Antonio Spurs opening lineup. Sharing the wing spots, it's Vassell and Johnson. Then there's Jakob Poeltl. Then it's Jones. And it's Roby in at the 4, and he gets it back. That one goes. Count it. Jones has got the opening bucket of the night here for the Spurs. Lowry passes to Stiff. Good ball movement here by the Heat. Right side Lowry. Just 5 to shoot. Puts it up. Vassell grabs the board. There's San Antonio. And this is their first time matched up with this year's Heat team.
And with this matchup being an East versus West affair, it will be the first of only 2 meetings between the teams.
As a player, these ones are fun. You get to match up with guys you rarely see.
Now here's Jones. Up again. It's good on the putback.
And Poeltl is always a threat to come away with offensive rebounds thanks to his amazing timing, especially when the D fails to box him out.
Here is Stiff. What a tremendous game he played against the Clippers. Butler, no good.
A cold start for them. 3 shots, 3 misses. Good thing it's early.
Johnson surveying the floor. Shot from 12. A rebound by Stiff. Last game for the Heat, they picked up the win against Los Angeles. Lowry passes to Adebayo. At the elbow, Martin. And Adebayo throws it down.
Don't take your eyes off Bam. When he comes off the floor, he gets up and the slams are just too good to miss.
Now here's Jones. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 9.5 points a game. Down low, Vassell kicks to Johnson. Lowry against Jones. Poeltl trying to get open. And the basket by Jones.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those.
Here is Stiff. After the basket by San Antonio. Back to Lowry. Passes it to Butler. Here's Adebayo. And Adebayo throws it down.
Second chance points kill you. It's a strength of Adebayo picking up the garbage and putting it in.
Jones against Lowry. Roby the pass to Jones. The putback, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Love seeing Poeltl attack the glass, especially when he goes for the putback jam.
Lowry passes to Stiff. Jones against Lowry. Pass to Stiff. Now the pass to Adebayo. Doesn't get it to drop for him. Spurs leading by 4. Richard, one of the greatest coaches in the history of pro basketball, a guy you played for, Greg Popovich, on March 11th, 2022, broke the all-time winningest mark for a head coach in the NBA.
And what's so special is all of those victories are coming with the Spurs. And look, I had an opportunity to apologize to Pop, because if it wasn't for me, he probably would have gotten here sooner.
I think he would say that's completely not true, but he had to be one of the great coaches you played for.
It was. My career got extended because of the things that I learned in San Antonio. If I wouldn't have had that experience with him and their coaching staff, I would never have played as long as I did.
Now here's Lowry. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Stiff the pass to Martin. Here is Stiff. Covered by Vassell.
He finds a shooter in motion and is confident he can thread him with the lead pass. Well done.
And so it's Jones. He'll bring it up for the San Antonio Spurs. Coming into this, having notched a win against the Rockets in their last game.
And with the type of defense they played that day, they were able to cause a lot of mistakes.
Not just forcing mistakes, but converting them into buckets on the other end. Great controlled aggression from their D in that game.
And Miami has possession, following the bucket by the Spurs. Three-pointer, and he hits again from deep. 3 more points from Stiff. Stiff's got 7 points in the game.
Oh, great feed by Lowry. He'd rather pick up an assist than score a bucket.
And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. Greg Popovich and I did speak a few minutes ago. He told me they have to lean on their post game tonight. He wants them to get the ball into the block each time down the floor and pound those guys inside. Sounds like this could be a real physical battle, Kevin. Back to you.
Thank you, David. Now here is Lowry. A 14-point game for him in the win against the Clippers. And Adebayo throws it down.
And contact can't slow Adebayo down. He's not afraid to get physical when he's attacking.
And San Antonio calls the first time out of the game.
And they just can't seem to get going offensively.
And coach called his timeout to try and reset things on offense. Shake them up a bit so they can hopefully start getting some shots to fall.
Give it up for the baddest dance team in the NBA, your Miami Heat Dancers.
Pass to Roby. And Vassell now atop the key. Again, the miss by the Spurs.
Just doing the job on the backboard.
Adebayo, it's good. He's got 8.
And inside is where Bam is at his best. He knows how to outwork the other guys in the paint.
Here's Roby. He had 16 points in the win against Houston.
And we'd be remiss not to mention his incredible rebounding. Just a force on the backboards.
Vassell, no good.
See, what a rough quarter for him. Nothing seemingly going his way.
Lowry looking around. Shoots from 12. They get it again. Martin trying to free himself up, and he drops in the layup off the glass. Now it's a 7-point Miami lead. San Antonio's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Passes it to Johnson. To stop the run. Unable to get that one. Some solid defense from Butler. Adebayo kicks to low. Pass to Adebayo. Chalk up 2 there. Adebayo's got 12 in the game.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Time called here. The Spurs decide to talk it over.
Things not going their way, and he wants to just try to talk this one over.
Good timeout if you ask me. They had the momentum, and coach wants to find a way to try and stop it.
The Heat making a switch here. Oladipo's checked in. So San Antonio going with an almost entirely new group here. Collins checked in for Pirtle. Keita Bates-Diop comes in for Roby. Doug McDermott, he's checked in for Keldon Johnson. And Josh Richardson subbed in for Vassell. Now here's Richardson. 9-point game his last outing. Shot clock at 6. Jones for 3. Miami grabs the miss. They come into this having outplayed the Clippers last game.
Yeah, I mean, we saw them do a little bit of everything in that game. Showed a lot of versatility.
It really is fun seeing an offensive function like a well-oiled machine. I'll be interested to see if they can keep doing this.
I love his shot selection today. He set the bar for the rest of the team.
Jones against Lowry. Over to the wing. Here's Bates Diop. Once again off the mark by San Antonio.
And they have a narrow edge here in rebounding early on, and you wonder what kind of a role that's going to play moving forward.
And they have owned the paint so far, and the score reflects it.
It also allows them to play inside out, which will make them even more difficult to defend.
High, arcing shot. That falls. Nice feed that time from Kyle Lowry. Lowry's got his 4th assist in this one. And look at how the hustle game has been going for the Heat. So it's Richardson with the jam.
And no doubt they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does, Greg. Stith against Richardson. Back to Oladipo. Some nice ball movement here by the Heat. Unloads from 13. The shot by Adebayo, no good. Spurs trail by 13. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Kicks it out to Jones. The pass to Richardson. Second shot opportunity. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
First personal foul.
It's his first trip to the line.
He's hit his free throws at a pretty good clip this year, 77%. Shooting 2.
First one falls for him. And the Heat with some changes. Yurtseven's checked in for Bam Adebayo. Dwayne Dedmon comes in for Jimmy Butler. And it's Tyler Hero in for Stith.
Substitution on the
Ready
court.
for Miami. Bam Adebayo's checked in for Omer Yurtseven. Caleb Martin comes in for Dwayne Dedmon. Jimmy Butler, he's checked in for Victor Oladipo. And Stith is subbed in for Hero. So San Antonio going with an almost entirely new group here. Pirtle, he's checked in for Zach Collins. Roby comes in for Keita Bates-Diop. Johnson's checked in for McDermott. And it's Vassell in for Jones. Now here's Richardson. He's been a reliable scorer for him as he's averaging up over 13 points a game.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
On the court right now for the Spurs, we've got Josh Richardson, also Devin Vassell out there, Jakob Poeltl out there with Keldon Johnson, and it's Roby in at the power forward. Here's Richardson after the made shot from Kyle Lowry. Rejected by Stith, and he recovers it. Richardson, good. Well, Heat leading by 23. Pass to Stith. Now about 3 minutes gone in the second quarter of basketball. Outside Lowry. From deep three-point range. Does not score with that shot. It's his second miss against 2 made shots. Tipped away. Out of bounds. Miami takes possession.
Miami ball.
And now let's take a look again at that incredible rejection.
And this is how you protect and grow a lead, by making a huge effort on that end of the floor.
Passes it to Stith. Butler feeling it out a bit. Bounce pass from Adebayo. Here is Stith. He has 7, 6 on the shot clock, and he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in. Stith's got 9 points.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Yeah, as soon as these guys feel contact, they are just disappearing like they're not even there. You got to show some fire and keep defending.
Roby the pass to Richardson. And looks like the illegal pick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
That's going to draw a whistle every time down the floor. Not even close to being a legal screen.
That's a very avoidable turnover. You got to focus on the details.
Here is Stith. 9 points in the game so far. Lowry finds Martin. Here is Stith. Covered by Vassell. Knocks down the 3-ball. 12 points for him.
When he gets a quality look like this at the perimeter, he can almost be automatic.
It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Thanks, Kevin. Well, the kid in his last game against Los Angeles was a man on a mission. He finished with 32 points, and that scoring outburst set a new season high for him in what became a great exhibition on his part. When you look at the stat sheet, he was mind-blowing. It's hard to imagine he can follow it up tonight with that same level of production. Kevin, we'll see.
Yeah, David, in stretches, he was absolutely dominant. Greg, he'd love to match that performance tonight.
This team needs his contributions. When he's right, he makes winning plays time and time again.
Expect them to go to him early and often. Don't want to let that hot hand go to waste.
You know, Greg, you played on some gritty teams, and we hear that expression, getting punched in the mouth, and it's not usually literal. But what's that look like on the floor? What's it feel like on the court?
Kevin, you're just out hustling and out muscling the team. At times you'll see it. They've kind of checked out mentally, and I'll tell you what, it is one of the best feelings in sport.
Lowry's shot is good.
A guy that simply gives his team an edge when he's on the court. Lowry isn't afraid to get scrappy inside.
Now, here's Richardson. He has 6. Birtle, the pass to Roby, and he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Pass to Stith. Back to Lowry. To the middle. Here's Adebayo. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. That one on Jakob Poeltl.
And one of the more active big men in our league. Adebayo never stops working.
The Heat have gone 2 for 2 in the game at the line. The first one falls. And Adebayo drops them both.
And they're really getting more points at the free throw line here in the second quarter.
The pass to Roby. Now, here's Johnson. And here is Vassell. Steady offensive output from him, averaging more than 16 points a game. And he comes up with the deuce.
Vassell.
The Heat have gotten nearly everything to fall for them here in the second quarter. They're a great 7 of 8 from the floor. Greg, Devin Vassell came in as a 3-and-D type player, but he's grown beyond that.
He has added secondary ways to contribute on offense. Still not a great shot creator, but can finish plays in a variety of ways to help his team.
On the night, he's gone 2 for 2 at the stripe.
And from the line thus far, how about 83% on the season? Outstanding.
Foul on the made basket as he goes to the free throw line. My call would sound like this. Now at the line, Jaylen Brown. 1.
Shooting one.
I don't even think he had one free throw before halftime, but he's making up for it here in the second.
San Antonio's gone 0-3 from beyond the arc to start the second quarter. Butler against Johnson. He kicks it to Pirtle. Down to 5 on the shot clock. 13 feet away. And it's San Antonio with another.
Yeah, quick trigger. And from that range, if he senses the defenders have backed off, forget about it.
Pass to Stiff. Outside Butler. Heat moving the ball around. Pass to Stiff. Let's go. And another basket for Miami.
Just playing with poise and confidence, and they continue to put points on the board.
And it's because they're not playing in a rush. They're just letting their shots come naturally within the flow of the offense.
Now here's Johnson. A 29-point game for him in the win against Houston. Now here's Vassell. Tight defense on him. It's blocked.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well. Great teamwork, punctuated by a strong finish.
Yeah, that's nice execution, running with purpose and creating an easy scoring opportunity off the break.
And that outstanding drive and finish brought to you by Mobile One.
And despite the double-digit lead, still in attack mode, getting their feet wet there in the paint.
Swiped away. Pass to Stiff. The shot's good on the assist by Butler. Butler's got 3 assists tonight.
And when you get this kind of shooting from him, 100% from the field, they're going to be tough to beat.
Now here's Richardson. He's got 6. And there's the pass to Roby. Back to Johnson. 5 on the clock, and play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen.
And that's his 4th foul, and we're not even at halftime. That is going to limit his playing time and his aggressiveness the rest of the game.
Catching up on the changes with Miami. Oladipo comes in for Caleb Martin, and Hero subbed in for Kyle Lowry. San Antonio also making some changes. Collins checked in for Jakob Poeltl. Keita Bates-Diop comes in for Roby. And Jones subbed in for Josh Richardson. Count that one. Oladipo's got 6.
A rare attempt from that area, but Oladipo still uses it. Just another layer of his game.
To the paint, here's Vassell. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the content. You spent 2 seasons, Richard, with LeBron James in Cleveland. What was it like to play with LeBron?
Well, I like to think that LeBron was playing with me the entire time. That's the way I viewed it, but it was amazing.
I should have reworded that. I'm sorry, my mistake.
Thank you. I think LeBron James was outstanding to play with just from a camaraderie standpoint, and he always wanted to make the right pass, which, you know, for pundits, they complain about it, but for a teammate, you love it. You love playing with a guy that tries to play the right way night in and night out.
His understanding of the game must be off the charts, correct?
It is so ridiculous the way that he just sees the game before it's happening. He is easily one of the smartest players that I have ever been around.
Here is Stiff. He's got 16. Oladipo for 3. Offensive rebound, Heat. Here's Dedmon. Good on the shot. Dedmon's got his first points in this one.
Yeah, 3 consecutive field goals have come right at the rim. The D had better start buckling now.
Pass to Vassell. Jones against Hero. Passes to McDermott. Right wing. Here's Vassell. He can't hit that time. Excellent defense from Stiff.
And another miss. Ooh, he's having a really ugly game.
Yeah, about as ugly as you can have, you're right.
First personal foul. Team
Miami
foul
shooting their
number
6th and
4.
7th free throw attempts tonight.
And really, the form at
the line all season has been terrific, 79% as a team.
2 shots. Relax on the first.
That one is off.
The combination of shooting and speed Oladipo provides this team is invaluable, and his hunger to keep getting better also impressive.
Catching up on the changes.
Substitution.
And so it's the Miami Heat with a huge 37-point lead to end the quarter. Their defense has been active and effective. We come back right after this.
28. Fans, please give a big round of applause for your Heat Youth team.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. You look at Bam Adebayo in this game, guys, he has been everywhere.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
I like how they came into this one with a game plan, and they're just going out and executing it. Terrific job.
Martin is out there with Jimmy Butler. Then there's Lowry. Then there's Stith. And it's Adebayo in at the center position. That's the group on the floor for Miami. And the first one at the line is good. The Spurs making a switch here. Pirtle's checked in. And Jang drops them both. Miami's gotten fewer than half of their three-pointers to go down tonight. They're 4 for 9. Ball's knocked loose. Launches a 3. Bangs home the trifecta. Jang's got 5 points in the quarter.
The beautiful all-around game of Johnson. So dependable when it comes to finding open teammates.
Pass to Butler. Goes up to the stripe, and he hits the jump shot. Butler's got his second bucket of the game to go.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flames.
Always plays hard until the final whistle, no matter what the situation is.
Jang inside, covered by Stith.
Miami foul. Third personal foul.
These are his third and fourth free throw attempts of the game.
At the line for the Spurs, Gorgie Jang. 2.
The first free throw is good. And Jang drops them both. And for those of you turning in, we're about a minute into the second half. Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thanks very much. Now, for 22 straight years, San Antonio made the playoffs. They haven't made the last 3 postseasons. And former Spur Robert Horry worries if they'll ever be relevant again, saying, I hate to say that. San Antonio is a small market. Guys just aren't going to go there. And that's a dire prediction for such a storied and successful franchise, Kevin.
Wow, no kidding, David. All right, thank you.
Well, there you go. One team operating on all cylinders at both ends, steals, fast break buckets, and the other team in scramble mode.
There's the pass to Johnson. Off target with his 3.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A +10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
And it's Jones with the ball for the San Antonio Spurs. Following this one, they get to host the Cavaliers. They start a 3-game homestand with that game. He'd have gone 3 of 4 so far in the third quarter from the field. Pretty good start to the half.
Oh, great ball movement there.
San Antonio's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Pass to Pirtle. Can they get it? And Adebayo sends it back.
And got to be careful shooting around Adebayo. An athletic big man who gets up as fast as anybody to block shots.
Always good to get another look at a terrific defensive play.
And a block like that sends a message. One that says we're not giving up this lead.
Richardson, he's checked in for San Antonio. Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. Kicks it out to Johnson. Just 5 on the clock. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. And Greg Keldon Johnson is listed at 6'5", but he plays much bigger than that.
He has the strength to fight for rebounds with anybody. Fearless on the court and plays with an endless motor. His strength and willingness to use it makes him valuable.
Almost kind of a throwback wing. Johnson, he likes to slash, put pressure on the defense.
Good on the second free throw.
And guys, Keldon Johnson has continued to perfect his craft.
A very flexible forward, scoring the ball better than he ever has. And that growing confidence you can see. He can spot up or shoot or slash his way to the rim.
Outside, Martin. To the inside, Lowry. And he uses the glass on the way. And that's now 9 points for Kyle Lowry.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
And that was another look at the fantastic Mobile One drive that happened a moment ago.
And putting that pressure on the rim, that's what it's all about, threatening with that attack.
Richardson attacking. Can't cash in from close range.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today, and there is a glaring discrepancy between these two teams in that area.
Spurs have gone only 1 of 5 from the field since halftime. Very slow start offensively. Kicks it to Johnson. Miami grabs the miss.
And he has lost all confidence out there. Still not a single field goal made in the game.
Pass to Adebayo. And Lowry has it in the corner. Heat moving the ball around. Outside Butler. And another basket for Miami.
You know what? He's shaking off the cold shooting performance from the first half.
Jones with the bounce pass. Johnson right side. Looking to end his cold spell. Pirtle kicks to Jones. And it's Miami with the rebound. Stith's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Martin with the bucket.
They are just killing them on the interior.
San Antonio's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Pass to Pirtle. Richardson up top. Outside, Jones. Driving to the basket. Shot clock at 5, and the shot goes down. Pirtle's got 8.
His shot has been on point from the opening tip. He's pretty much kept them in the game.
Back to Lowry. The pass to Stith. Martin with it. Three-pointer, Lowry. And again, Miami with the triple.
Can't let Lowry get comfortable from beyond the arc because he's more than capable of hurting you from there.
Richardson outside. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. And there's the feed to Butler. And right on through for another basket. He's got 5 made on 5 of 9 shooting. And a chance now to catch up on some numbers here. The hustle stats for Miami. Butler against Johnson. Outside, Jones. Inside. And it's Pirtle that time on the assist by Jones. Jones has got his 3rd assist on the night. Miami's gotten off 12 shots from beyond the arc tonight, hitting 7 of them. Stith, the pass to Butler. Baseline try, launches it, and the Heat, another 3.
And those aren't the type of three-point opportunities that you can allow in the NBA.
Back to Jones. Lets it go. A rebound by Stith. Stith's got 8 rebounds in this game. And Adebayo throws it down.
And making plays to help his team. That's what Butler does, and he demands that his teammates do the same.
Here's Roby, covered by Martin. A floater, and they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
Oh, such a field shot there, the floater.
And he'll be shooting his first free throw of the game here.
He's knocked down 3/4 of his foul shots this season, so he's right around 75%.
Here's what Miami's going with right now. Yurtseveni's checked in for Bam Adebayo. Now for San Antonio. Jakob Poeltl's checked in for Zach Collins. Johnson comes in for Doug McDermott. And Jones subbed in for Josh Richardson. Here is Stith. And we've seen not only some new trophies introduced, but Greg, some of the existing ones have been updated. You okay with that?
Oh, I am. In particular, a nice touch to have the previous winners etched into the base of the Larry O'Brien trophy. That's a great way to connect with the history of the game.
Sinks the triple.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for the Heat.
As one-sided as it gets today, you know, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, it's hard to think of what didn't go right for them. Game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was just on target.
And so this is going to end up as victory number 24 on the year.
And with the win approaching, they'll take the first game here of 2 that they'll play against this team. Nice to get that first one out of the way and set the tone.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for the kid.
He came up with a bucket every time they needed him to. Great effort on offense, and he was a difference maker.
On the floor for San Antonio, sharing the wing spots, it's Vassell and Johnson. Then there's Pirtle, then it's Jones, and it's Roby in at the 4 spot. And so Miami takes this one by a big margin. They won this game going away. They were the better basketball team by far tonight.
And you got to commend this sort of dominance, particularly here at home. It's a great feeling when you play almost a perfect game and to have that crowd be so pumped up.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. This is Kevin Harlan saying thank you for tuning in. See you later.
Wow, you really showed out tonight. Is this the best game of your young career?
Thanks, John. I was just happy to contribute to this victory. I really don't get caught up in all the individuals' numbers. My eyes are always on the final score.
Well, you certainly helped take care of that tonight as well. What can you say about the team effort, though, tonight?
It was a great team effort. We managed to channel the intensity of the crowd into our play and really locked in on defense. Oh, and on offense, we were knocking down open looks. I got a couple open shots to fall. We were able to pull away.